The South Today Bulletin, proudly brought to you in association with MoleMap, the skin cancer detection specialists.
Tonight on the South Today, a central Christchurch city block is cordoned off after a digger hits an important pipe near the hospital. Matariki celebrations mark the Maori New Year across the south, complete with song, dance and respectful send-offs. And a Mosgiel street party for a good cause. Locals rally behind a Syrian refugee family. Kia ora, good evening, I'm Hannah Wilkins. A large part of Christchurch's central city was cordoned off this morning due to fears of a possible explosion from a liquid oxygen leak. A digger doing maintenance work ruptured the pipeline, forcing nearby Hagley College and some patients at Christchurch Hospital to be evacuated as a precaution.
Multiple fire appliances and support units were called to an oxygen leak near central Christchurch around 10 on Monday morning. Witnesses say they saw a cloud of white gas coming from a work site on St Asaph Street.
Me and my lady friend were going around the corner there and we seen all this white stuff going across the ground.
Parts of the nearby Christchurch Hospital and the entire inner city block around St Asaph Street and Hagley Avenue were cordoned off by police and Fire and Emergency New Zealand. Station Officer Richard Hobbs says the hospital's main liquid oxygen supply pipe was inadvertently hit by a digger during maintenance work.
So that's vented out liquid oxygen, which creates a large cloud. There's no real risk to public health as such, it just creates an extension of our flammability range. So really our key was just to evacuate, cordon and make sure that there was no active sparks or anything like that was going to cause issues.
The nearby Hagley College on Hagley Avenue was evacuated as a precaution. These students enjoying the break from lessons. The cordon was lifted shortly just before lunchtime, allowing workers and the school's students to return to class. Roads around the hospital were also reopened around 11:30 a.m. In Christchurch, the South Today.
There's major relief in Otago and Southland after two Dunedin children who went missing during a remote bushwalk were found safe and sound.
It followed a tense and anxious search from rescuers, scouring the rugged terrain near a camping ground at North Mavora Lakes to look for the two young children. The 8-year-old boy and 11-year-old girl were separated from their group and family while playing on Friday evening, sparking a frantic search operation in the remote Fiordland National Park area. The weather also taken a turn for the worse, causing more issues for the lookout team and the missing children. After hours of scouring the bushwalk area in the dark, a helicopter was brought in to assist with the search, alongside police, search dogs and volunteers. The ground team finally found the young pair on Sunday morning. They had spent the night sheltering under a log about 1.5 kilometres from the campground.
They were in remarkably good spirits. The search team found them quite close to the road edge and reunited very happily with their family.
Rescuers say the parents of the missing children were ecstatic to be reunited, with police urging trampers to prioritise safety when enjoying remote outdoor activities. In Fiordland, the South Today.
Communities around the regions made the most of last Friday's Matariki public holiday, which heralded the Maori New Year. In Arrowtown, that included many visitors from around the world, with large crowds filling the old town's main street to enjoy the Matariki Arrowtown lights.
Surrounded in lights and colours, as both locals and tourists come together in central Otago to celebrate the Maori New Year this weekend. Over 8,000 people have packed into Buckingham Street for the second annual Matariki Arrowtown Lights, enjoying the array of performances featuring school kapahaka groups, fire dancers and local musicians. Also spread around the mining town, fire pits and lights bring the old buildings to life, and large projectors are putting on an interactive film, teaching passers-by the meaning of Matariki.
We've got these beautiful fire pits over here, which is about gathering round and sharing kai and stories. And we've also got these amazing projections, which is about telling the story of Matariki, so you can learn more about the clusters and what it means for celebrating Maori New Year.
APBA manager Nikki Buss says the Arrowtown Lights is about bringing the community together to share stories and remember the Matariki principles.
Matariki Aratown Lights gives us the opportunity to gather, to reconnect and be able to share stories and talk to each other and remember the Matariki principles of, the past and the present.
A day earlier, Queenstown Charitable Trust Matatahuna hosted their black tie ball, where around 150 guests came together to celebrate the Kiwi holiday. Show band group the Modern Māori Quartet made a rare appearance and performed in front of the well-dressed crowd as they enjoyed their three-course meals. In central Otago, the South Today.
Part of Dunedin's Matariki celebrations were again held down by the waterfront with a follow-up to last year's successful water projection show. Hundreds of people gathered at Dunedin's steamer basin on Friday evening to enjoy the Matariki spectacle on Otago Harbour alongside food trucks and festivities. The Mana Moana Otipoti light show was projected onto a sprayed water screen with the 45-minute looped reel showcasing films by a range of Māori and Pacific artists. It's the second year of the Matariki public holiday with an increased number of events commemorating the Maori New Year. A large crowd also braved the chilly morning earlier in the day, remembering loved ones at the Matariki Ahuka Nui dawn ceremony as the prominent star cluster rose above Te Hura Otago Museum. And in Wanaka, a vibrant community event was held near the lakefront to mark the Maori New Year.
The surprisingly warm winter's day attracted around 2,000 people to Wanaka's Matariki celebrations on Friday night. Activities stretched across the town lakefront's Dinosaur Park and Roy's Bay Reserve. Organisers said the event was aimed at celebrating the essence of whānau and togetherness, immersing people into the rich traditions of Maori culture. And younger people were able to learn the meaning of each of the 9 stars that make the Matariki cluster. There was a range of events for people to enjoy, including traditional Maori performances, historical storytelling, and a huge hangi. Event goers praised the event for helping bring people together, promoting community engagement and cultural exchange.
It's awesome to see the young kids up there performing, and that's the generation that will come through and make this, make Matariki an epic holiday.
Proceeds from the event will go to supporting the Kahu Youth Trust, which works with young people in the Upper Clutha area. In Wanaka, the South Today.
A weekend street party proved popular in Mosgiel, but there was a particularly special message behind the festivities. The event was organised to show support to a Syrian family who've suffered harassment, with hundreds of residents turning out in community spirit.
Music, laughter and blue skies as locals join together in a show of support. Hundreds of Mosgiel, Taieri and Dunedin residents hit Peter Johnston Park on Saturday afternoon, coming together to publicly encourage a local Syrian family. It was revealed the family suffered 2.5 years of racism and harassment and recently had their shed deliberately set on fire.
There will be no difference, no hate among us, and we need to be united to keep strong as a community. So we need to bring everyone together every now and then and share the love.
The wider Dunedin community rallying behind the family with a clear message: zero tolerance for hate crimes and discrimination. A number of local organisations helped put together the inclusive street party after raising more than $16,000 for the family through a Give a Little page.
That's so nice of them, and it's not new, We like that since the moment we arrived to the Dunedin airport. We felt how much, warm hearts around. It's cold weather, but warm hearts all the time.
Dunedin's Syrian community have requested security lights and judder bars on Murray Street to stop people speeding, with Dunedin City Councillor Carmen Houlihan saying she'll advocate in support of the request. In Mosgiel, the South Today.
Whai Akane still to come on the South Today. Podium finishes for 2 of the country's top female para-athletes in Paris. And Kate Bush fans paint the Octagon red at an annual flash mob with purpose.
Great Britain has a collection of varied landscapes and countryside to rival anywhere else in the world.
And the best way to see it is to walk.
Aero, used by Australia's top bowlers with their unique Z-scoop grip that redefines the game. Machined with robotics for unparalleled accuracy, Aero, same line, every time.
Drive away your way with 3 incredible offers on the Honda CR-V Adventure Ready range. Choose from 2.9% finance with 0 deposit, third finance, or lease a new CR-V from just $136 per week. These offers are only available for a limited time, so be in quick. From Honda.
Here at Age Concern Otago, we offer a range of services to support Otago seniors to age well with dignity and independence. We provide social work support, visiting service, health promotion and social activities. Check out what we have on offer at ageconcernotago.com.
The sun may be lower in the sky, but that doesn't lower the risk from skin cancer. Melanoma doesn't care about the season and will continue growing regardless. Don't let shorter days shorten your days. Book a full body mole map now.
If you're at risk of developing melanoma skin cancer, you owe it to yourself to have a mole map. Mole map is coming to your area. Phone today to make an appointment. It could save your life.
A poorly maintained heat pump can lose up to 35% of its output. The Mr. Heat Pump Cleaner team are experts. Their specially developed chemical wash is totally biodegradable. Call Mr. Heat Pump Cleaner and get the job done by the professionals.
Earth is a planet of extremes. Extreme places and extreme animals. But some animals are more extreme than others. Join us as we count down to find the most unusual, the most extraordinary, the most extreme.
Tēnā koe, welcome back. 2 of the country's top female para-athletes are continuing to make their mark on the global stage, with the pair winning more medals at the World Para-Athletics Champs. Dunedin's Anna Grimaldi and Holly Robinson will both be bringing home some silverware after making the podium in each of their competitive events.
Paralympic champion Anna Grimaldi gearing up for another special performance at the World Paralympic Track and Field Champs in Paris. The 26-year-old broke her national long jump record as she finished second in the women's T47 long jump event on Sunday, New Zealand time. The result caps off a successful meet for Grimaldi, who also won a surprise bronze medal last week in the 100 metres.
Well, here goes Anna Grimaldi, the reigning Paralympic champion.
Early in the weekend, Tyrese Holly Robinson lined up in the women's F46 shot put event. She rebounded from a frustrating 4th place in the javelin last week to claim a 2nd place finish and a silver medal. Unfortunately, the live broadcast missed her throw, but Robinson broke a continental record with a throw of 11.59 metres to finish 2nd behind American Noelle Malkamaki. The 2 Dunedin para-athletes will be proud of their performances at the World Track and Field meet, the results giving them added confidence as they work towards next year's Paralympics in France. From Paris, The South Today.
The Octagon was the stage for a community flash mob over the weekend, with music fans painting the town red for a good cause.
Around 100 enthusiastic people took to Dunedin's city centre on Saturday morning to recreate the iconic Kate Bush song Wuthering Heights. The event was the first of 32 Most Wuthering Heights Day ever celebrations being held around the world, with the bright outfits creating a sea of red in the Octagon. Dunedin City Councillor Mandy Mayhem Bullock organised the dance mob and enjoyed boogieing with members of the community.
All genders, all cultures, all levels of ability. So it's wonderful to have people participating that are using their mobility aids and knowing that they're welcome and that this event is for everyone.
The Dunedin Flash Mob's performance helped support charity Wellness, Empathy and Kindness Aotearoa, raising funds and awareness for mental health. In Dunedin, The South Today.
And now recapping tonight's top stories on the South today. Part of central Christchurch was cordoned off this morning after a digger damaged the hospital's main oxygen supply. People across the south enjoyed a variety of Matariki celebrations over the weekend, marking the Maori New Year. And a Mosgiel street party helped a local Syrian family feel supported after 2.5 years of racial harassment. And now a look at what's happening in tomorrow's ODT. We welcome Associate Editor Mike Houlihan. Hello Mike.
Evening, Hannah.
What can we expect in the Tuesday paper?
Well, we're building up ever so steadily to the FIFA Women's World Cup kicking off on Thursday. The Swiss team had its first public training at Tahuna Park this morning, and we've got photos and action from there. Large group of school kids watching, and they were all pretty excited about the whole thing.
Oh, I'm very inspired, I'm sure.
Also, we've got a story about Kiwi Rail considering the possibility of commuter rail maybe returning to the South Island one day if they could find the money for it.
Right, okay.
We've got an ongoing row about the future of the corner Pitt Street and George Street where Knox Church sits and the amount of parking available there.
Right.
We have the opening of a rather grim murder trial in Christchurch today. And on a lighter note, our travel page takes us to Tokyo to see this taking the scenes.
Oh, stunning. All right, thank you for sharing, Mike.
Thank you.
Time now for a look at the weather.
The South Today weather, proudly brought to you by MoleMap, the skin cancer detection specialists.
Looking at the situation, an active trough of low pressure will arrive on Wednesday night, bringing very cold southerlies and rain, falling as snow on higher ground, but until then it's looking mostly fine. Heading to the top of the South Island, fine with southwesterlies and 15 degrees up in Nelson tomorrow. Greymouth gets 14 with some cloud, while Christchurch is clear with westerlies and a high of 16. Travelling to South Canterbury and North Otago. Fresh westerlies, but otherwise fine through here on Tuesday with 15 degree highs for Ashburton and Timaru, while Oamaru reaches 14. Heading westwards to the Central Lakes. Quite windy in these parts tomorrow thanks to a gusty westerly. It's looking like a cloudy one too, with highs of 9 in Queenstown, 10 in Wanaka and up to 13 degrees in Alexandra. Heading further south, it's looking like a slightly wet day through here tomorrow with showers, but it's the wind that'll be particularly noticeable, so strong westerlies with 13 degree highs in Gore, Balclutha and the Catlins. And across to Invercargill, showers and strong winds with a low of 7 overnight. Strong to near gale force west to northwest winds are inbound tomorrow and Wednesday with cloudy skies and rain. A high of 13 tomorrow, 12 midweek. And finally heading to Dunedin. Cloudy tonight as it drops to 8. The next 2 days are fine with high cloud and westerlies before the rain and southerlies set in late on Wednesday. Temperature wise, Tuesday gets up to 14 degrees with 15 lined up for the following day. And that's the news this Monday. For the latest news and videos from the southern region, head online to odt.co.nz. You can follow Channel 39 on YouTube to catch our news bulletins on demand. We're also on Facebook. Just search for the South Today NZ to see our favourite stories from around the regions. We'll see you again tomorrow. Ka kite o popo.
Public interest journalism funded through New Zealand On Air.
The South Today Bulletin proudly brought to you in association with MoleMap, the skin cancer detection specialists. UPVC Windows and Doors is a local Dunedin company who manufacture, install and service everything they make. Sign up this month for a free glass upgrade. Call UPVC Windows and Doors today. If you're at risk of developing melanoma skin cancer, you owe it to yourself to have a MoleMap. MoleMap is coming to your area. Phone today to make an appointment. It could save your life.
Drive away your way with 3 incredible offers on the Honda CR-V Adventure Ready range. Choose from 2.9% finance with 0 deposit, third finance, or lease a new CRV from just $136 per week. These offers are only available for a limited time, so be in quick. From Honda.
Every day the team at Gillian supports grieving families at their time of need, from answering your questions to organising a farewell that reflects the wishes of your loved one. We can help. Call Gillian's today.
Living Well Disability Resource Centre, a not-for-profit charitable organisation and your one-stop shop for information and resources to help you retain independence. We offer a wide range of assistive products from jar openers to mobility scooters and provide assessments for Total Mobility, the half-price taxi scheme. Come and see the friendly team. You'll find us on the corner of George and Bath Streets, ground floor of Burns House.
Passion,
drama, competition,
rivalry, marketing, numbers,
atmosphere,
power,
fight,
attack,
intuition,
love,
hate, money,
cash, millionaires,
fans,
and fans.
Oh boy.